Okay, well, folks.
It's such a jam.
Yeah, the 30-second stream is awesome. We're back finally after about a month for some first edition Dungeons and Dragons. And we got Bill back as his Call of Cthulhu game ends right before this one, and he was at a total TPK tonight, so he's joining us.
Yep. All died.
Amazing. Okay, guys, so roll call. Dion, who you playing?
Hi, I'm playing Patty Arquette, the level 6 human barbarian.
Ooh, we got some background hum from somebody. Oak, who you got?
Hey, I'm playing Thybor, the half-orc fighter, level 7.
Okay.
I got my blink dog.
Bill?
I think the feedback's from Jeff.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Jeff,
Excuse
can you mute your microphone for just a moment?
Mute my microphone.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's from Jeff. Jeff, you might need to wear earphones or turn your volume down a little bit, but we're getting some serious hum back from you. So Bill, who you playing?
I'm Bill. I am playing Dunby of Stonehill. He is a level 5 dwarven fighter.
All right. Now, Jeff, you can unmute yourself and talk to us. Who are you playing, Jeff?
I'm playing Talina, and I'm going to go upstairs and grab my headphones. Okay, she's a druid. She's a warrior. And there we go. Okay, I'm going to go grab my headphones.
Okay. All right, guys. So the last time we played, you are in this kind of a Mobius strip of a castle where there's 4 staircases that just seem to, if you go up or you go down, it doesn't matter. It's endless and it just keeps looping floor after floor after floor. You've experimented around enough to know that there are 4 floors and that everything here seems to be frozen in time somehow. Not just that it's stiff and unmoving, but like you physically cannot move anything. Curtains that are not already swept to the side, you physically cannot move. It's like they're made of solid stone. The lights are lit, but you can actually touch the flame and it feels solid. And there are a number of people caught in whatever they were doing in the last moments before everything become frozen. There were some people gambling where the dice still have yet to fall and hit the ground. You hit a large chamber where there was a banquet or a feast going on with people eating and drinking caught in that snapshot in time. You found a few things that still are able to move around. You found the body of a man in the soldier's wing, that his ghost was still around. And I believe you're carrying his remains or parts of his remains so that the spirit can be around with you. All right. It's the point that you're here for is to find one of those replicas of the minaret that are arranged around the tomb of Martek. And you actually found it. The first room you came into, where the entryway here was, it was laying on a pillow. Unfortunately, it too was frozen. You can't pick it up. You can't move it, the minaret or the pillow itself. So having to figure out how you can take it seems to be the quest involved. Anything else you guys remember?
Wasn't there a woman that Patty destroyed or something like that?
Well, there was a lady that was frozen, and I tried to attack her, and it didn't work. And then she started attacking us with a spirit, and then we did dispel magic on her body, and it unfroze the body so we could finish it or whatever. So we had the thought of doing dispel magic on the minaret, but we wanted to make sure what the hell was going on around here first, I think.
Yeah, I think we were searching everything in case it all come to life if that undid things.
Right. You also found a map from a body that it was wearing more modern clothing like you're used to having in the area that you're from. Very crudely drawn. And in it was kind of like a pillar shaped, kind of like an H. And we ended the last game with you guys coming down one of the stairways and entering a room that had this large pillar. This seems to represent very much what was on the map that you found. So the description of this room and what you're seeing in front of you here doesn't quite match. So let me just expound upon what you're looking at. So you see the bottom of the bottom and the top of the H here, the north and south of the H where the notch is. There actually is a curtain covering both of those, and those are alcoves. Okay, I believe you guys are coming from this stairwell when we ended the last game. So there we go. Jeff, unmute yourself and let's see. He unvideoed himself. Well, we'll see if he comes back. So let's take it up there, guys. You are in this room. Again, it is a vast chamber. It's lit by globes of bright light that are hanging from a 100-foot high arched ceiling. It's 80 feet across. And that pillar, the center of the room, that kind of shaped like an H, the curtains over each of the alcove ends. It seems to be made of it's a crystal pillar, like a quartz or some flawless kind of crystal material that just kind of goes from floor to ceiling.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there we go.
Sorry.
No background hum either. Very good.
Yeah, better. Okay.
There's also a tapestry hanging from this wall over here. It's a picture of, basically the Tomb of Martek, which you had seen in miniature and before, the Sidra tomb with the crystal prisms around the outside. So there we go. And I think Patty is carrying the bones of the departed person, which is allowing the spirit to be anchored to and moving with you.
He was the one that had the map, right?
No.
Oh,
This is
okay.
one of the. He had told you that he was a guard that had been bribed to distract the other guards when an assassination attempt was being
That's
made.
what it was. Okay,
And
because
so-
we saw the dude with the arrow, right? Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
So there's an H with curtains.
Yeah.
I go up to the curtain.
Which one? The one closest to you? The one to the
Yeah,
south?
the one I see. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I touch it? Does it move?
It does move. It shimmers. It kind of catches the light as if there are crystals embedded in it. The actual pillar itself doesn't quite glint as much, but it's very shimmery, very sheer. Feels almost like silk. But you are able to push it aside. Inside is a little 5-foot square alcove. There's a 2-foot square hole in the back wall of the alcove. There's an hourglass inside the hole. And currently the hourglass is so that all the sand is in the bottom. So there's just enough room for you to reach a hand in if you want to and to flip the hourglass.
All right.
And now the hole itself is too small to pull the hourglass out without breaking it.
So I have to reach in and flip it and let go and pull out. Okay, so I don't do that. I stare at it for a minute. Close the curtain. I'm going to go around to the other side and check that curtain.
Okay. While Patty is doing this, he didn't pull the curtain behind him so you can see into that one alcove. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm keeping a watch above.
Yeah, I'm just kind of watching Patty's back.
Okay.
Yeah, me too, pretty much.
Here, let me reveal a little bit more since I don't know that you guys can see it too clearly. Give me a second here. There is a doorway here, and then, of course, you see the stairwells to the other staircases here and here. Mm-hmm. Now, this door is opened. Okay, so Patty, you go around to the other side. Same thing, 5-foot square alcove, same shimmering curtain. This one's a little bit different. There's a 3-inch wide, a very small hole in the roof of the alcove, and light kind of streams down from that hole into another hole that's right at the floor, and it kind of streams through it. Now, it looks a little odd, though, because it's a beam of light, but the beam itself kind of shimmers and moves almost like it were a fluid.
I'm gonna take out my. Is it a 6-foot pole now? My 6-foot pole, and I'm gonna put it in the light real quick.
Okay. The light kind of hits it and splatters and breaks apart like it were, a rivulet, a stream of water. It's just like it's like sunlight just cascading around, but it acts like water. Nothing's happening to your staff though.
I'm gonna take my jar with the
Mhm.
sand and the exploding pineapple seed that's planted in it.
Okay.
I'm gonna open the top, and I'm gonna try and catch some of this in it.
You catch some of the sunlight water inside.
Yeah.
You do, but it doesn't. The vessel doesn't fill. Like it pours in and then it kind of pours out. But when you look inside, it's not like it's not like it's filling.
Is it going through a hole in the floor?
So it's coming through this little 3-inch hole in the ceiling, and it kind
Right.
of goes down to another hole in the floor that's also about 3 inches wide.
I'm gonna put the pot on top of that hole.
Okay.
Like rest in the hole so it just goes down into the pot and like will overflow it or get like it's been doing. But I'm gonna watch it for a second. You
Okay.
guys are just gonna realize Patty's being unnaturally quiet because he is like,
Okay, yeah, you guys
whoa.
can't see Patty since he went around the other side of this large pillar.
I got AFK real quick. Be right back.
Sure.
I'm just amazed and I'm watching like, is this gonna do anything? What does this do? What is it? Like, and then I'm gonna try to like put the top on it real quick and then pull it out.
Okay. So again, the sunlight just kind of splashes around it. So are you leaving the pot to cover the bottom hole?
No, I took it. I took
You
it
took it away?
after
Okay.
a minute. I
Yeah.
like put it
Nothing
there.
nothing seemed to happen in that time, no.
Okay, so I pop the top on it and then pull it out, thinking
Mhm.
it's gonna have something in it, and then I'm just sad when nothing's in the jar. With
It's
it.
filled with light.
Oh. Okay. It's like artificial sunlight for my plant. I'm fine with that. I've been keeping it watered. Yeah, I have a ball of light now. I'm gonna put with light. Lit up with sunlight? Question mark?
Liquid sunlight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are the rest of you doing? Again, Patty has moved off out of your line of sight, so you guys can't really see what Patty's doing.
I'm gonna come back around while
Mhm.
people.
He's
do
holding this jar that's just radiating light.
Oh, look what I did!
Ooh,
I'm
show
gonna
me
go
your
check
magic.
out the jar of light.
Oh well, I looked in this one, and there's nothing really there. It's just like a little hourglass thing. And I looked at the other one, and there was light, but it was like water. And I put it in the jar, and it's not water, it's just light now. And I shake it a little bit without disturbing the sand, like just to show like it's not sloshing.
Patty, that's your magic.
You know, I just got to say that I could have used that jar of sunlight in my last game. Just saying.
The one where the vampires killed everyone? Yeah,
Yes.
I'm sure that would have been good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to the first curtain though and like point in there. Look, what do you think it is? Because Patty's stupid. He just knows what the item is, but it's not piecing it together.
Mm.
Can I see what Patty's talking about?
You want to go around the other side and look? Is Dion breaking up for anyone else, or is it just me?
Am I?
No, probably just
Might
you.
just be me. That's all right. Yeah, if you go around the other side of the prism and the curtain kind of falls back as Patty left, so you push it aside and you see the same thing. There's this beam of light coming out of this little hole in the ceiling, going down through a little hole in the floor, and it just looks odd because while it's a beam of light, it seems to have the properties of water. It kind of cascades a little bit. little drops of light fling side to side.
Yeah, Dunby, he tries not to think about magic too much because it makes his head hurt. I mean, he sees that it's like his mind just goes, I don't know, that's their thing.
And the other side, if you look again, there's this hole where you can see an hourglass. The hole's big enough that you could reach in and turn the hourglass, but it's not big enough that you can pull the hourglass out. And currently, all the sand is in the bottom of the hourglass.
Hey, should I turn that hourglass over?
Well, it's not moving.
Nothing else seems to be happening, so I'll flip the hourglass.
You put your hand in, you flip the hourglass, and then every movement that you've made, every moment that you've had since you first entered this is done in reverse. So Dunby unflips the hourglass. You see Patty walking backwards, going and getting the light. Everything rewinds until you are back in the first chamber again. This is, where did you come in?
Before or after combat?
Oh, no, you go through all the combat again, reverse.
Oh my god.
So you come
I'm
back with, if you've taken damage since you first entered here, it's all gone because it all heals in reverse.
Were spells regained?
Yes.
How much damage did I lose last session? I feel like a lot.
Am I or is anybody else conscious of this reversal?
Yes, you are completely aware that everything has just been reversed and rewound.
So we saw it happen?
Yes, you were powerless to do anything about it. Everything that's happened since you've been here just played out again in reverse until you're back at the starting room.
I'm kind of
Oh,
just
wow.
like,
Were we fully healed when we came in here?
I think so,
I'm pretty
because this
sure,
was at
yeah.
the beginning of
Yeah. Because that
Just like
ghost
one hit
did a
point
lot
down.
of damage to me. So after everything rewinds, are we aware of everything that just happened
yes,
still?
it's still fresh in your memory.
Okay. Alright, so we're aware of all that. So we know when we walk in, is that lady statue in the same room as
Actually,
the first room?
no. Hold on a second.
So what caused us to rewind?
He
I
turned
flipped an hourglass.
Yeah, he flipped the hourglass. I gotta find the right map. Give me a second.
I
He
think
flipped the
There it
hourglass
is.
and we went in back in time, but we saw everything happening in reverse.
I think
that
in
we
most
did.
games now, I'm just gonna, when the game starts, my character's gonna go hide somewhere and go to sleep.
All right. So you're
Just to
back
be
in the
safer.
Matrix room where the lit and unlit corridors are. So you're back in this room.
Okay.
Whoa.
So so this was the only lit hallway left, right?
Yes.
And we went in this one?
Right. Yep.
What's this one?
It's okay. Hold on. Let me get there. Give me a second. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Oh, actually, you went in here and you came back here.
Oh. So we came back from the other side.
Yeah.
This isn't the one we went in.
Right. Yep.
Patty blinks a little bit and looks around and is like, I'm not smart, but I know my directions. This isn't where we went in.
Maybe it took us back through the journey that, like, would have happened if we came back to the beginning and could make different choices.
So do we just go back in this way? Because we went in that one, and I point across the way.
Well, we could repeat what we did to see if it's exactly the same since we know how to get back here.
Except the fighting the statue lady. She hurt.
But we know how to defeat her now.
Yeah. So you're back. You don't have the minaret. You're still lacking the one minaret. And again, this is the last hallway that's still lit up.
So do we just want to go back in the first way again and see what happens then? Is that...
I was just curious, like, is to see if it's exactly the same, or
Yeah.
there's something's changed, or
Mm.
was it where we could just peek in to see if it looks the same, that room, or?
Well, you were teleported there. Once you
Yeah.
step
Okay,
onto
yeah, that's what I
that
was
disc,
worried about.
yeah.
I'm easy. If we want to try a way we haven't been, or if we want to double check, make sure everything's...
Let's try it again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go back
let's
to
do it.
J5B.
Okay.
With the
stand
spell
up at the-
magic ready.
Yeah.
But maybe this time, yeah, if the spirit didn't attack until I attacked the statue. So if things rewound and that didn't happen, quote unquote, like,
Give me just a second. For some reason, my maps in Roll20 have all gotten moved around.
all part of
Cough,
the
Vanity
master
Grounds.
plan.
Cough.
Mwahaha.
Yeah. There we go. That's the one. Okay. Okay.
Now
So yeah,
everybody's-
same thing. So you guys are teleported back to L1A, that room right there.
Okay.
And again, in that room, 40-foot square room, dimly lit by torches. The most interesting thing is that the minaret that you're looking for is in this room, sitting on a little pillow.
And the lady is not?
You're looking around. You don't even see signs that you were here before. Like there's no dusty footprints on the floor.
I'm going to go see if I can pick the minaret up off the pillow this time.
You cannot. It still seems to be frozen in place, as is the pillow. Like you can't even dimple the pillow. It's all just as if it's a solid mass.
No, we'll walk back through the direction we know to get back out of here if everything's the same.
Yep. So if you just go directly there, you can find yourself back in the pillar room.
And as we go along the way, nothing at all. The
If
guy
you
that
peek
was
in,
Newark.
if you peek in, yeah. So the bones, the skeleton of the that belongs to the ghost is still in the hallway, undisturbed, because everything that went on before it all rewound, so it didn't happen. So everything is exactly how it was when you first entered, without anything being touched by you yet.
Oh, I don't have the sunlight in the pineapple jar
Nope.
anymore.
You do not.
Okay.
Now the sundial or whatever, or not sundial, but the why am I going blank with the damn name? What you used to send us backwards?
The hourglass?
The hourglass.
Hourglass. I kept wanting to say sundial for some reason. Was it something that you could pick up and carry with us? So like when we get
The
back
hole
in,
was just big enough that you can put your hand in and flip the hourglass, but the hole
Okay.
wasn't big enough to pull the hourglass out.
Part of me wants to go back and just put it sideways.
that's what I was about to say. Can you hold it sideways?
You want to try and manipulate it another way?
I wonder if we can just cast Dispel Magic on the Minaret and take it and go. 'Cause
Didn't we try
have the
that?
spell. Well, no, we didn't try it. They only did Dispel Magic on the girl, and then we were like, let's figure out what's going on here first, because this is too weird that it's right here in front of us. And then we searched everything, and then we were on time, and everybody's gotten their spells back. So we have that Dispel Magic again.
You do.
So, and if it doesn't work, we just flip the hourglass and do it
Yeah.
again.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I've got 2 of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
might as well try it.
Okay, you go back to the room and you do it. You cast a spell magic. It doesn't work. It's still frozen.
I run to the H and I flip the hourglass, but I don't set it down. I just hold it upside down.
Well, it's so the hourglass it's got like a brass rod through the middle that's stuck in some kind of stone. So there's no side to side. There's no picking it up. All you can do is swivel it.
Yeah, I just want to swivel it.
Can you hold it sideways? As it's swiveling, just stop in the middle?
You can, in which nothing happens.
All right. Yeah, so I just flip it again after the spell doesn't work. I just run and go do that.
Yeah.
Didn't work.
Once you flip it, same thing. It's all reversed. You're back into the Minaret room on the opposite side, the opposite platform.
Of the J4,
yeah.
4B or whatever. Okay. So now I kind of look at the ball and I go, should we try this one? And I just point behind us at the one we just came out of.
Let's do it.
Sure.
Try that, yeah.
Go in backwards.
Turn around and go in that one.
Yeah, so you try it backwards. Nothing happens.
Oh, like we don't teleport or anything?
No, you stand on the base, but nothing happens.
I jump a couple times.
Patty gets annoyed, jumps up and down. No, nothing.
There's no other kind of like in a wall or something, a hole where there may be another hourglass to turn?
Here, no. Nothing that you see like that.
I guess we go back in there again and...
So let me put you back in this map.
And you said there's one area we haven't been, correct?
No, this is the only lit area that's left.
Yeah. I think. Do you mean back in the rooms?
So you guys are here, and this corridor, kind of going this way and going down, is the only lit corridor. So you've explored everything else on this main map.
I say we go back in and try something else.
Yeah, there's got to be some we've missed.
Well, there's a lot that you haven't explored on these maps.
Yeah, but I thought there was like if a door was closed, we couldn't open it, so there's no way to do.
But there's a lot of things that are still open that you haven't really.
There was an open door to the left of the H.
Yeah. So again, you go through the teleport. You're back here again with that minaret still laying on the pillow as if it would be the easiest thing in the world to pick it up, but no.
Can we pick up the pillow?
No, the pillow is locked as well.
I say we go check out that doorway.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
What's the map show about the H, by the way? The crude map.
Nothing. It just shows this room. That's all.
Okay.
All right. So this room has a door, but the door is closed. So not that you know that every door is frozen in time or whatever, but yeah, you found that mostly you can't open things that are closed. Yeah, it's just a dusty room. It appears to be empty.
Does this door to the right of that open doorway open?
It doesn't. It's again, it's frozen. You can't turn the knob. You can't budge it. Not even an inch.
Oh.
So this floor here has the most unexplored stuff.
Yeah.
Is it a curtain?
There's a door right there, an open door that you didn't check out.
And that one, is that a curtain?
It's not. It's a tapestry, and it's a picture of Martek's tomb.
On that one?
That is a curtain.
Okay, that's. And it won't move though.
It won't move. No. Yeah, the crudely drawn map, this room with the H pillar in it seemed to have been the whole thrust of, like, it looks like somebody crudely drew it, gave it to this person to find this room, because there's no other detail. It's just this room. Yeah, dusty rooms are the best. Hey, it means that nothing's been moving through it, so you're likely safe, unless you're, allergic to dust, and then you're doomed.
Unless we rewound it and covered the tracks.
There's that.
L2, L2I.
Yeah. Do you want to go back to that floor and check this out?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So this is the one where there's a
Yeah.
guard standing in front of this doorway. So the larger folks in the party, which is mostly just Thyber at this point. Well, no, Thyber and Patty can't get through because the guard is blocking too much of the room. But Dunby and Talina can squeeze through.
What is the guard?
What is the guard?
Yeah.
Just kind of this hulking, shirtless man with kind of silken bottoms. He's barefooted. He's wearing a cloth over his head that comes down to cover lower part of his face, back of his neck, and he's holding like a halberd.
Okay.
Also frozen there. Into this room. So like he's facing you, not facing away from you.
Yeah, so he's supposed to be preventing something from coming into that room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, does his mannerisms, the way he's frozen, look like he was guarding or coming out?
Guarding. Like he's kind of akimbo, legs spread wide, halberd held out to like block more of the door.
Is he a eunuch?
You want to de-pants him and find out?
No, I mean, I can just feel, right? You just do a quick feel.
Yes, in fact.
He's a eunuch, right?
Yeah.
So he's a slave. Okay. All right. Yeah. Can we get his pants off?
No, nothing moves.
Nothing moves. Okay.
Yeah.
Put him around his legs just to have it around his legs.
Exactly. You can kind of
Oh.
see into the room a little bit just by looking, between his legs and over his shoulder. You notice that there is a pass through. There is an open archway at the far end of the room, and there's some kind of large stairway over here. Stairway is probably not the best of. It's a steeped. I don't know what you would call that. I mean, yeah, it's a rise, right? But you can't see far enough into the room from where you are. The room
it's like
itself,
going on stage.
yeah. I mean, the room itself, though, is very, beautifully appointed. The back end of it has a curtain here. It's roughly 40 feet. There's unmoving torch flames, torches on the walls. Again, the flames don't move, but they still produce light. The whole thing is just covered in sumptuous silks, very brightly colored purples and greens and blues.
Is there any way to peer through this curtain?
This one over here?
Yeah.
You can't move it in the least bit, and it covers just floor to ceiling.
Completely. Not a little wag, nothing.
Nothing.
Wow.
I mean, you were in this room, so you saw the back end of it.
Yeah, but that doesn't, doesn't mean that if you go through that curtain, you'll be in that room.
Yep. Mm-hmm. This is true.
A stage. Tolino will go ahead and go up on the stage.
All right. So you enter the room, and yes, in fact, it is a stage. That's exactly what it is. As you get up here, there are several turbaned men. Looks like they were in the act of taking out instruments and setting up. And again, they're all frozen and unmoving.
Can I like
And
pull their pants down around
you-
their ankles?
You do see a doorway here. No, anything that's frozen, everything is frozen. Clothing, everything. So you can't manipulate anything that's on these people.
That'd be pretty funny though.
No symbols in the crack of the ass now, okay? Oh,
Go
well.
around branding everybody on the left butt cheek just because.
We'll try that little room.
Okay, so Dundee, did you come in here as well? Because so far as I know, only Talina has said she's coming into the room.
I go in too. I follow.
You
Pretty
can't.
Lady.
You
Oh
can't.
yeah,
There's-
that's with
yeah.
the guard. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let Talina go by herself. I'll go with her.
Okay, so Talina's in the lead then. So Talina, as you come into this room, there are several dark-faced men and very oval-eyed women wearing very brightly colored diaphanous clothing are in this room in the midst of almost like they're dancing. They all look like they're laughing and cheering. The men are clapping or frozen in a clap. There is a small figure in the very back end of the room that's got very drab clothing. It's kind of squatting on the floor.
Uh-huh. How are they dressed?
Like all the other frozen people in here. Very silky garments, very colorfully dyed. Not modern, though. It's not a modern dress at all. Yeah, the one thing that stands out in the room is the small figure in the back that's kind of got very drab clothing and just kind of squatting down in the corner.
What is that?
And you do see that there is another open door here. There are no lights in that room, though, so it's all dark. You want to go check out the squatting figure?
Yeah, let's go get the little squatting guy.
Okay. It is, as you get closer, you notice that the drab clothing is more modern. You're very used to this kind of desert garb. And the person that was in it long since dead is only there's a skeleton there now. And it moves. So like when you get close to it, just your footfalls kind of cause it to shift as it falls over. It was wearing a backpack and some stuff spills out of the backpack.
What is it?
Gems, coins. It looks like this person was in the midst of looting this place, and because of his clothing being more modern, you figure this is a recent person in here come to loot.
Does he have? Does the clothing or anything have any kind of like scorch marks or bite marks or claw marks or anything?
You give it a good examination. No, you can't see any signs that this person's been in combat.
Magic. I bet it was killed by some kind of magic trap.
Anybody keeping track of coins?
That's our MIA rogue.
Hold on,
Okay.
I can pull open the thing and. Loot from A23. What is that?
400 platinum pieces, 3 gems worth about 500 gold piece each. And again, I'm just telling you this for bookkeeping. Your characters actually have to go to a trader to find out. Yeah.
So yeah, we'll grab the bag.
Yeah. And everything on this body, you're capable of moving just fine. So whatever enchantment is laid upon this place, it looks like it encompasses the original people here and the rooms and the building, but not anyone that's come after.
I want to look on the stitching of the body, the stitching of the clothing on the body, along the seams and anything.
Okay, yeah, so you want to give it a good turnover. The cloth is actually, it kind of crumbles in your hand. You notice it's very dry. And as you're kind of running your hands through it, kind of shreds and falls apart. You check it very carefully. Nothing hidden on it.
Okay. So this guy is an unarmed looter?
You don't see any weapon laying nearby.
Yeah. Okay.
And he is wearing kind of like the desert gear of many of the raiders that you've seen out in the desert above.
No holy symbol or anything like that? No signature tattooing of whatever's left of his
No skin left. It's just
No
skeleton.
skin. Okay.
And then the only other thing is this open. It's a thick door, like it's good 6 inches thick.
2 C's thick.
Oh, check out the skull on the guy.
Sure.
The teeth. What are the teeth like?
Yeah.
What you would expect. Worn smooth.
No. Well, yeah, I'm wondering, is it an older person or a
No,
younger
like a
person?
young man. Like a young
It's
man.
a young guy. Okay. Yeah, that was my only reason for that, because it's like horses and stuff. You can
Sure.
see the age. Okay. All right. So it was a young guy, and apparently he died in here because of nothing more better to do.
Well, like I'm thinking he either got killed by a trap, or it was some kind of. I mean, it was obviously something magical because it doesn't look like he suffered any trauma.
Yeah, I was thinking if it was off of his backpack. He wouldn't have kept his backpack on and die of old age,
Now, what do you think happened?
I don't know.
While you guys are doing this,
Here.
Thiber and Patty, what are you guys doing?
Patty's gonna get tired of waiting.
Mm-hmm.
And did anybody check up on this stage? Like
Yes.
backstage?
Yeah, Talina went back there, but you can't get into that room.
Oh, that's still.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
here.
we can't get past that guy.
He's here. All right, my bad. I thought he was here.
Well,
Okay.
honestly, Patty's just too big. Thiber, you might be able to get through if you took your armor off.
I'm not sure. We're about the same size, I think.
I thought Patty was much higher.
I'm showing to be 166 with a 16 con, 16 strength.
I have an 18 con, 18 strength.
Yeah, Patty is larger.
I don't know that I want to strip armor off though, just to.
Yep. I mean, you could strip your armor off, push your armor through, and then put your armor back on the other side. But just
it's like half hour's worth of work.
Yeah, I mean, you're wearing plate, which is making you substantially larger and harder.
I got splint. It's a little less, but it's still going to take a bit.
Yeah, you can get.
Curtain?
Yeah, but the curtain doesn't move. It's also
Doesn't
of
move.
time locked, right?
What about this door here? Is that stuck?
Same thing. Yep, can't open it.
Have we tried, since we can rewind things, do we want to try to like cast Dispel Magic on like one of the doors just to see if it'll open?
Well, okay, so Dispel Magic worked on the person. Can we Dispel Magic on the guard? That's blocking the doorway? And then maybe if it works, we can either A, get killed by said guard, or B, he'll be confused and maybe give us useful information.
Okay, well, let's cover his head first. Put a sack over his head and tie it tight.
Yep. Yeah, Talina has another copy of that in memory, so you don't have to do the flashback to get the spell back.
Yep.
Okay.
So if we have a sack, we can throw it over his head and cinch it up tight, and then.
Well, I
You
mean,
know,
if we just have him surrounded, it shouldn't matter. If he's outnumbered like 4-1, we can just, and we're not with weapons not drawn, we can just be like, hey,
Yeah.
hold up. Like,
Yeah,
we
I
so
don't
don't
have to
know,
freak
man.
him out.
I'll just shortcut the decision making process a little bit. You cast the spell and it doesn't work.
Okay. Hmm. So it only worked on that lady in the beginning.
Maybe she wasn't one of the residents here. Maybe
Uh, she's still there.
Of course, we cast it after she started attacking, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Right, yeah. Because
So
I
will we
hit her.
smack this dude to see if that wakes something up, and then we can cast the other dispel with it.
Well,
I
Talina's out. She's actually no. This was the first. No, she has cast 2, so you have to rewind again if you
Oh,
want
yeah, that
Talina.
shouldn't be
Okay.
an issue, unless we've only got so many rewinds.
Yeah. Do you want to check out that room beforehand, or do you want to go ahead and do the rewind first?
check the room out, I guess. I don't know.
If
You
you want to
guys
check
are
it
in there.
out,
All right. Who's doing the checking? It's a dark room. There isn't any light in there.
Dunby
Well,
should be able to see.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, I'll check
Dunby.
it out.
So there is another opening at the far end of the room, but more importantly, in the middle of the room, there's hold on. There's a sarcophagus that's in the center of the room, and the lid is slid to the side and half on the floor.
Okay, can I see anything written on the lid?
Strad.
If you're using your dark vision, no, because you can't see anything. Okay, so if it were graven, maybe, but anything painted, you couldn't see it with your dark vision. That's the limitation of that.
Right, okay. Huh.
Do we still have the jar of light?
No, and that got
Oh.
rewound. Yeah.
Oh well.
I don't know. I mean, I can feel around the lid, but what if I trigger something?
Yeah. Let me. I haven't seen her in a little bit here. Let me see what I got on her.
Are you going into the room, Dunby?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a d6.
Maybe I should have said no.
A 1?
Yep.
Okay, you're surprised. Okay, so as
We
you
do
come
have
into the room,
rerolls if you want.
up to you.
Rerolls? I mean, do I need to make a reroll for this?
I'm not saying. You just decide whether
Okay,
you want
yeah,
to reroll. or not.
I'm gonna reroll that.
Okay.
Watch I roll another one. Nope.
Okay, you're not surprised then. The mummy was waiting behind the door for anyone to enter. So as you step into the room and you're looking at the sarcophagus, it kind of lumbers out from behind that door and takes a swipe at you. You're not surprised. So just roll a d6 for initiative for your side.
Okay. Roll the 5.
Hold on a minute. Where is my dice disappeared? There we go. 6, which means you guys go first. You get. Wait,
Do
no, you're right. They go on a 5, and you go on segment 6. So on segment 5, it attacks you. There's a mummy. You're lucky it missed.
Nice.
It takes an awkward swing at you.
I wanna I'm gonna get out of there.
Give me a yell.
Yeah, Dunby backpedals out of the room.
Mummy. There's a mummy in there.
Oh hell!
Bring
Is
it
it a
over
mummy?
here.
Yeah, get back in here if we can hear you.
I will go back in. I will go back in and rejoin, folks.
Okay. I take it you're going to do a fighting withdrawal so that it doesn't get a and attack.
Well, I just
on
want
him.
to know if it's coming. Is it
Not
on its
you.
way?
I'm talking about Dunby
Oh,
because Dunby was in
okay.
melee with it.
Gotcha.
I'd like to get out of melee with it.
Okay, so I'm going to say the farthest you can get because you're doing a fighting withdrawal is just outside of the room. You're in the hallway, so you back up to Talina. Talina, he's just told you there's a mummy in there. What do you want to do?
Oh, okay. I want to see it.
You want to see it?
Yeah.
Okay. Which case, yeah, you wait. What's everyone else doing? So the rest of you hear Dunby yelling out, "There's a mummy!"
I'm just getting the two-hander ready to try to stab around the guy that's blocking the doorway if it gets close.
Okay.
I just awkwardly stand behind him, like, I don't know what I can do.
Okay. Talina, we're
Yeah.
gonna call this out of initiative because it doesn't leave the room. You just once Dunby has fled the room, it doesn't chase, and the room is dark, so you can't see in there, but it doesn't come out.
Okay.
Now, Dunby, when you were in there, you definitely saw that on the opposite end of the room is another open door.
And of course, I will report this to everyone. So we gotta get in there somehow and take care of the mummy. And we can check out the door on the other side of it.
I wonder, can you set it on fire if it won't follow you?
That might. Yeah.
How was it dressed? How was the mummy dressed, Dumby?
I will describe
Your traditional Boris Karloff mummy with the
Yeah.
with the wrappings and
bunch of bandages, lots of toilet paper, that kind of thing.
Yep. No weapons. It just tried to maul you with its hands.
That would be a good idea if we could get like some flame arrows or something like that, or like
If it's
break a
bound to the
flask in there
room,
and
then
set
maybe
it.
you can kill it without it coming out.
Yeah, that's a good idea. If I remember right, there are flasks of oil in the bag of holding. Actually, I think at some point there was a barrel of oil in there. So if you guys just want to just drop some oil in that room and light it up and just wait, that works.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan, actually.
Okay. Yeah. So eventually the flames die down. If you want to poke your head in there, Dunby.
Yeah.
There's enough firelight from the remains of the burning oil that it lights up the room pretty well. You don't see the mummy moving anymore.
Okay.
You don't see a mummy at all, I should say.
Does it smell like burnt mummy?
Oh yes, it
Do I
smells like
see anything?
smells like
written
burning
on,
linen and kind of a caustic, chemically smell. Actual. What was that?
Do I see anything written on the coffin lid now?
Yes, but not in a language you can read.
Okay. Well, that doesn't help.
Can you put a finger through the doorway?
Which one? The one at the far end?
Yeah, just see if that activates the mummy, the fact that something's coming in.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, Dunby went through this door and saw nothing. If you go into the passage here, Dunby, nothing happens. Nothing,
Okay.
no swirl of dust from the sarcophagus behind you. There kind of is a windy passage
Okay.
that you see.
Well, I'm not going to go too far down right now. I'll just go back and report on what's there. And why don't we go through and I'll go down this way.
Okay. Who designed this thing?
I blame Tim Kask.
This was actually a So Margaret Wise and Tracy Hickman.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Damn you, Sturm.
Mm-hmm. How far down this windy corridor do you want to go?
Let's see if I can ping this. Probably just to right about here.
Okay. It's dark in here, as I'd said. Your vision allows you to see some of the corridor. There's a glint of light further back this way. Just
Is it
very
like torchlight or
no.
flickering?
It's like a steady light. Of course, all the torches in this place have been a steady light because the flame doesn't move but provides illumination.
Are these 5 or 10 foot squares?
These are 5 foot squares, I think. Let me zoom out.
Do you want us to tie a rope to you in case you yell? We can be yanking you back.
Sounds good to me.
Its first edition is probably 10 foot.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. It's 10 foot.
That's why I was curious.
Yeah, tie a rope to me.
Well, we're going to have multiple ropes because 50 foot's only going to get you past the second doorway.
Then if that's a 10-foot square, then getting around the guy can't be that difficult.
No, it's a doorway though. He's standing in the middle of a doorway.
Okay. Yeah, it's that old school style. The squares are 10, but it's drawn for like a door in the middle.
Yeah.
So it's like
not
a 10-foot door.
The doors in this place are huge.
They're made for fat Americans.
Damn, man. Yeah, well, I guess I'll creep a little farther down.
Okay, roll me a d6.
4.
Okay. There's a movement of air. You don't think anything of it first, but then you take another step, and then it's a little stronger.
All right. What if I stop and move back a couple steps? Does it lessen?
It stops altogether if you move back.
Okay. So I'll go report that. This is what happened. I stopped. I think there's some kind of weird trap or something going on down here.
Either we could continue and try to see if it gets stronger, or maybe if you walk backwards.
What if I take like a little stone or something and just kind of skip it down the hall?
A voice booms out as you do that. Come closer, maggot. It's the desert dialect, older version thereof, but you can understand it well enough.
Oh, dude, I bet this is like a genie or something.
Or a magic mouth.
Yeah. Well, what do you think, guys? Should I go closer?
Yeah, no.
Well, we're kind of split. You got Patty and I are back here, so if you get into trouble,
we can heat up put some oil rags of oil, and make a torch.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do rags to oil.
Okay. So you want to light up the area? Is that the idea?
Yep.
Okay. Do you want to go around that corner to where the voice was? So far you haven't seen it. All right, go around the corner. Roll me initiative.
Shit.
I'll back you up.
All right.
So Talina, you're right behind him.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
6.
There we go. You guys go first.
What do I see?
It is a djinn or an Ifrit of some sort. At least seems to be primarily made of air. Well, fiery, flaming air in its lower half. It's holding a bright staff in its left hand, and that's where the glittering light came from, or the steady light came from. And he points at you. Come get it!
Is it gonna try to pursue me if I move backwards?
If you just round that corner, it doesn't follow you.
Okay.
So that's your action. Yeah, you can't. You saw it and you step back.
Yep. And I'll tell him, see, I told you. It's like in a Freet or a Jin or something like that.
Its upper body is this massively, muscular form, all oiled up and slick. It's got the beard and goatee. It's wearing a bandana.
It's a
It's
desert
obvious.
biker.
I'll say it loudly. It's obviously an enslaved Jin or a freak.
Holy shit.
Use the sword.
What sword?
Bone Smasher.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, its magical ability sends other planar things back.
Fuck it, I'll go back in.
Or see if you can barter with it. If it's enslaved, then you can say, hey, look, just touch this. I'll send you back.
I'll be like, hold.
Just kind of peeking around the corner, or just so that your voice can be heard.
Becomes like, look, I just want to talk, okay?
Bah! Talk is for maggots. Face me.
Well, we're getting to that. We want to get past you, and you probably don't want to be here. Am I right about that?
Well, yeah. But I got to guard this here staff, you see. And I can't leave until it's taken from me by righteous combat. You want the staff? You get a little bit of me.
Well, we
Oh
don't
my
want
God.
the staff.
Make him put the staff down and fight you
Let me
without it, and then hit him.
check, Lena.
Put the staff down and I'll fight you. That's fine.
Yeah.
Bonk.
Charisma check?
Yeah, make a charisma check.
And somebody steals it and just runs off.
Did that go through?
There goes hey.
No,
Oh! Sorry, my lady. You may pass to the chambers, of course.
All right. So she goes forward.
Okay. Yeah, and so there's this terrifying, this hugely over-muscled Jin, just all lathered up in oil. Nether parts, though, are just air and flame. And there's behind him is like an open door into a huge round room.
Okay. I turn and I go, come, Dunby, quickly.
No! He kind of goes forward.
He's my servant.
No men pass.
He's not a man. He's my servant.
Drop trowel. Let's find out.
Oh, no.
Talina, as you look into the room, it's the Harem Room. I mean, there are reclined and lounging figures all about in this, very sumptuous room. They're all frozen, but they all seem to be like in just repose, eating grapes, just laughing and talking. They're all frozen that way.
So
he's my slave. Plus, he's a dwarf. Dwarves don't procreate. You know that.
I know no such thing.
It doesn't work.
Doesn't matter if it works or not. Does he got one?
Show him, Dunby.
I'm just going to attack him.
But with what?
Yeah.
I'm Bone Gnasher. That's
all
what I
right.
use all the
Well,
time.
since there was a break,
You wanted to see it?
We'll re-roll initiative. Junbi is the one initiating it, so you go ahead, roll for your side.
All right. Shit.
He goes first. It attacks you. It seems to think Talina is supposed to be here, so its back is to you, Talina, but it does attack Dunby. Okay, what do I want to attack with first? Lightning sounds good. Make me a save versus spell, Dunby.
Hey, there you go.
Save? Okay, so take 8 points of damage. So a bolt of lightning comes out of the hand that's not holding the staff, and it's got the staff pulled back like this, hand outstretched as it hits you with a bolt of lightning.
Okay.
All right, so actions. What do you guys want to do? Well, unfortunately, Patty and Thiber, you can kind of hear something going on, but you can't see anything.
What is the
Kind
staff
of look at
made out
Patty
of?
like they're in the shit. Sounds like.
Jeff, what was that?
I'm sorry. Well, what was the staff made of?
It's a copper or maybe a bronze staff, wooden staff, copper or bronze on the top and bottom. Top of the staff is kind of hourglass shaped. It's got or infinity shaped, if you want to call it that.
Ah, okay.
So this thing is between me and Talina, right?
Talina's at its back. It seems to completely be ignoring Talina.
I'm gonna motion my head towards the staff, and then I'm gonna attack him with bone grinder.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Okay, that should have rolled. Come on now.
Roll 20 is being a little weird tonight. 17, so that hits armor class 2. It's not a crit though. You need to crit for the special property to go off. But it does hurt it quite a bit. Okay, you do some damage to it. Talina, what are you doing? It's completely ignoring you. Its back is to you. The hand with the staff is pulled back while its other hand is stretched out in front of it.
The staff. Frog in my throat. Sorry. I don't know what's going on. Sorry, guys.
I'm going to stay still for right now, for the moment.
Okay. As I said, it completely ignores you. You've got the room, open room to your back. It's just a new round then. Talina, roll initiative.
Are there no other doors out of that round room?
Yes.
Other than the one that's closed?
Yeah, just a closed door. That's all. Here you go. There's the room. You give it a 3. Gives you a 2, so you guys go first. Dunby.
I may hit it again.
Go for it.
I yell at it to, yelling is free. I'm just yelling, "Do not kill my slave!"
Hit it again. You do some damage to it. No man may pass. It says again. It's going to attack you, Dunby, unless you want to do something, Talina, other than yell.
No.
Okay, this time it's just going to kind of float over, fly over, and try and envelop you. This is just a melee attack. Ooh, that's going to hit though. Okay.
Our AC is -1.
Yeah, that hits a -3.
Damn it, Jay. Okay.
17 points of damage.
All right.
You still up?
Yep.
All right. So its form kind of mists out for a moment, and it kind of inhabits kind of like the same space as you do, and then it becomes solid again, and it just kind of like tears through, like the flesh and muscle around where it kind of re-solidified, and there's this tearing sensation of all this flesh is just ripped out of you. Talina, you going to do anything?
Yeah, I'm going to yell at the thing to not harm my dwarf and give me that damn staff.
It's not obeying that. It's just ignoring you. It'll let you by because it assumes that you are one of the people that should be in this room, but yeah.
All right.
All right. So back in the hallway, you guys hear Dunby scream out, likely, with that amount of hit points done.
Wow.
Anything?
I'll be yelling out to lure whatever it is back to us.
To be honest, where you guys are, you're in L21. You hear the screaming coming just from behind that door.
Yeah, that's all I can do is just yell for him to try to lure it back to us.
Okay.
Whatever it is.
It's initiative again, Dunby. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, I think this is...
Okay, you go first.
I should run, but I'm gonna attack it.
Okay.
Hit it.
Now, did you hit it already?
I've hit it twice. Yeah.
Does it not have to make a save or anything to be
You
dispelled,
have
or is
it has
does
to be
not
a
work?
crit for it to work.
Oh, okay.
He
Yeah.
does extra damage versus
Yep.
extra planar.
Sure
but
does.
He has to crit to banish it.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. That's how Patty 1v1'd the fire demon in the Temple of Elemental Evil, is I just kept hitting him and he wasn't caring because he was chasing you guys.
Oh, you hit it again.
Oh,
Oh,
so
so
close.
close. So close. Actually, that is a lot of damage, though. You see that he's having a harder time making his form physical when he attacks you. It looks like you're doing some significant damage to him. Talina, do you want to do anything before he goes?
Yep, I'm gonna do a backstab.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm gonna do the backstab with the spear. Hold on. Let me get, where the hell is my thing?
Is your spear magical?
Yeah, it's the giant slayer.
Ah, okay.
Is he considered giant?
No, he's man-sized.
Okay. Just waiting for this damn thing to load. Here we go. All right. Here we go. There we go. Is he large?
No.
You said he's man-sized, huh?
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
That hits. Okay. Actually, Talina, that kills him. As your spear bursts out the front of his chest, he looks at the spear, stunned. He looks at Dunby. He turns around. He's just got this look of shock on his face.
I drop Trow as he dies.
Yeah, that's the last look he has. He just had a look of absolute shock as he just kind of dissipates.
What the hell?
Pulled back, and then the staff drops to the ground.
All right.
Yeah. Well, that sucked.
Okay. So pick up the staff.
Okay, you are able to pick it up.
All right. And do you have your trousers back up, Dunby?
Yes. It was just, for his benefit.
I hand Dunby the staff.
Okay. Yep, I'll take the staff.
Okay. Again, it's a hardwood staff that has either brass or bronze caps on the end, and the top one, or the heavier end, is kind of that infinity or hourglass kind of shape.
Ooh.
Should we go back to the other guys?
Yeah, is there anything in that room that we need?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, unless
take a look.
Somebody wants to get an eyeful. It's
Might
private.
as well.
It's the private harem room.
Yeah,
I'll
we'll
take
check it out.
Yeah, but
I'll
again,
take
everything
a few grabs as well.
everything in here is completely frozen. You can't move anything.
Okay. Are there any torches in this room?
There is burning oil in this room, but again, the flame isn't moving. It's providing light, but it's not moving at all, and you can't move it.
I'm gonna go over to it and touch it with the staff to see if anything happens.
No, nothing happens.
Okay. Well, that didn't work.
Is there something on the staff that he's holding? Look at the ends. Are there screw-ons, or is there any way to attach anything?
It seems to be the brass ends or the bronze ends are all kind of like they're friction held on. So like someone put it on and then the ends were beaten to hold on to the staff. So there's no screw. You could take it apart, you think, but you don't believe there's anything hidden inside of it. The staff is weighty. You don't believe that it's hollow.
And he wasn't using it to fight with.
No.
So its creation is probably not as a weapon. My guess, anyway. Let's go to 21. Can we get in there?
No, you can't open the door. It's frozen.
Can't open the door. Okay. All right, well, let's go back then.
All right. I limp back, looking pretty badly beaten, but I'm like, yeah, it was nothing. It's fine.
You all right? How many are you down?
I've got 16 HP left.
Oh, hell, you're all right.
Okay, so you guys go back out to where Fiber and Patty are waiting.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. They come back. Dunby is a little bit worse for wear. He's still belting up his trousers, and he's holding the staff. It's taller than he is.
Anybody want the staff?
What's it do?
I
Just
don't
like
know.
a walking stick, or
I don't know. Check it out.
Stare at it. Teach me your magics. And 50-50 shot. Nope. I don't know.
It steadfastly refuses to teach you its magics.
I shrug and I have no interest in it.
I don't use sticks. Looks like something Grown Wolf would use.
What's a rod? It's a copper rod, you said?
It's either copper or bronze. Hard to tell. Actually, the dwarf would know. It's copper.
Okay. Well, there was a genie guarding it. We know that much. And I helped Dunby take it out. Sorry. But so it has to be of some value.
Wow. Obviously, yeah. If he was supposed to guard it, I mean.
Yeah. Hey, you can add Gin Slayer to your name there.
Hell yeah. Well, no, that was actually you that landed the killing blow, though.
Well, that was a cheap shot. I was just you nibbled it down. But we have this, so.
Mm-hmm. Question is, what do you do with it, and where do you go
Anywhere
next?
else to go?
And there's no type of like on the pommel of it or the head, like a specific type
writing at
shape
all.
we've seen.
Well, I mean, again, the head of it is shaped kind of like an hourglass or like an infinity sign.
Have we seen that anywhere, like in anything where we could like insert it, or
Other than the fact that you've seen an hourglass, no.
I don't know, maybe just, touch it to the thing we're trying to get.
Go back to the Minaret room.
Minaret,
Again,
yeah.
nothing happens.
I don't know what to do with it. Magic's not my strong suit.
Yeah, me neither.
Hmm.
It is a puzzle, but I swear you've been given clues.
Okay. Yeah, I honestly don't know.
Yeah, me either. And let's say unless there's something that I'm not remembering. Like I said, the first thing to me is, well, let's say in the middle of the H, was there anything in that where like maybe it could be placed?
No. Although, I mean, it is a staff, and the bottom of the staff is roughly 3 inches, which was the size of the
Oh,
hole.
the hole.
Oh
Yeah, the
yeah.
hole.
So okay, I take the staff then if I notice that the size of it, because I was the one that saw the hole.
Mhm.
I just like take the staff and I just don't even say anything. I just walk away and I go back to where the H is.
Okay.
I just if they follow whatever, but I'm just
Are you shoving it into the ceiling or into the hole in the ground?
the ground. Just
Okay. All right. Okay. Nothing happens.
I'll
pull
try
it
the other
out.
one.
I flip it.
Nope. So you're all in the H room, we'll call it. You've stuck the staff in the ground. Other than wait, do you want to do anything?
Look. Oh, touch somebody or do something to somebody.
There's no one in this room.
Nobody
Also,
in the room.
Okay, hang on. Now, does it, if
unlike
he sticks it in the hole, does it stay there by itself?
yes, it's not
Stick
an
it in the
exact
hole.
fit, but it will plug the hole.
So if you plug the hole with that and then turn the hourglass, what happens?
Okay, so I'm going to re-describe the room again. So this room is not illuminated by torches. It's lighted globes hanging from the ceiling. Okay, you stick the staff in the hole, and then you go over. You're going to turn the hourglass, or just see if it will turn.
Turn it. See if it'll turn.
Okay, it will turn. Are you going to turn it all the way?
You're going to have to fight the afraid again.
Oh shit. No, not going to turn it all the way.
If it plugs the hole in the ceiling, does it stay there or does it fall out if it's not
Actually,
held?
it falls out of the ceiling. Again, it's not a perfect fit. The staff is a little tapered, so it fits into the one on the floor because more of the taper falls in and just gravity kind of holds it. If you shove it up into the ceiling, it eventually just falls out.
Can I is there ridges or anything in the shaft of it to show maybe I could turn it and lock it in place?
Not at all. It's completely smooth.
All right. I have a thought, but you guys might not like it. We leave the staff in the bottom hole, and then while it's in the hole, we flip the hourglass.
Well, at least if it all reverts, at least Dunby should be healed.
Mm.
You're just going to have to fight again.
Is that what you do?
I don't know.
Fuck
I
it.
mean, we got the staff. The staff fits in that. And we have no other idea what to do at this point. Was there text or anything, like a legend or was there something that we read before? It's been
Is there
so
anything on the
long.
tapestry that shows this staff doing something?
The tapestry is just the outside of Martek's tomb. Again, the kind of hexagon-shaped thing with the minarets at each of the points on the outside.
Where was the
Staff.
guy, the skeleton remainings with the ghost?
Down in the down in
Maybe
here.
we should ask him about the staff.
Down in there.
Oh, so that's okay, that was on the way back. Okay. Maybe we should ask him before we do anything risky with it. Maybe he might know something about the staff. He was a guard here, right?
Is there anything when you're looking at the tapestry, are you doing anything else other than look at it?
Well, when we first came in here, I tried to look behind it, but you said it was solid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, and is there like that symbol, the figure 8, or
Make me a luck
whatever
check.
always low.
So when you take a closer examination of it, your movement causes it to ruffle a little.
But it didn't previously. Correct?
Correct.
Ooh.
Bring the staff. Let me see the staff. I'm going to hold the staff and then see if I can move it back.
Yeah,
Okay.
easily. You pull the staff out of the hole and you push aside the tapestry. It's just a solid wall behind it, but the tapestry moves.
Go back to the room with the minaret and see if we can pick up the minaret while I'm holding the staff.
Okay. No.
Maybe there's other doors that we can open now. If that
Yeah.
moved, what else is moving?
If you go through, I'll make this easy as you do a little bit of trial and error. Once you leave the room with the H, nothing's changed anywhere. You still can't open doors. You still can't move anything. It's just in this area that things seem to be normal.
Does the door to
Search.
the left open?
Do you want to try it?
Yeah.
It opens.
Oh, on this floor. Okay. So this floor is accessible.
Yeah, it's a square room. It's empty except for there's a wooden stand, a book stand, and there's a large book that lies on the stand.
What's it say?
No idea. I can't read.
I can read now.
Can you? Can you really?
Not very well. I can read The Hungry Caterpillar.
Okay. It's a spell book. You can tell because whenever you try to look at a spell book before, the words just kind of crawl like caterpillars on a page. So you know it's a spell book. And you can move it. Like you flip through it, it moves as normal.
I give the book to Talina.
I can hold it. I don't know anything to do with those. My spells come from
Yeah.
from
You
the
can
land.
you can tell by looking at it. Yeah, it's a wizard's tome.
If we only had a whiz.
He's still traipsing through time.
Yeah.
You know, we might as well take it and keep it for when if he ever shows back up.
Yep.
Yep. Throw it in the bag. Everything in this room, on this floor, seems to be acting as normal. Like if you touch the walls, you move the dust. If you open a door, the door stays opened. Just through trial and error, though, once you leave this floor, everything is as it was. Everything is still frozen.
Hell, I don't know, guys.
Yeah.
So is there a wizard in this area?
Well, obviously, yeah. Maybe the guy himself was a wizard.
Yeah. But was there a wizard here?
Yeah.
Oh no. We have a spell book and a staff. Okay.
Who has the staff and where is the staff?
Oak has the staff still, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah, whoever needs it or wants to do something with it, I'll hand it over.
Is there there's spells written in the book, right?
Yeah, and again, I mean, Patty has seen this sort of thing before. It's just a spell. It's a spell book. There are spells in it.
Is there pictures?
No.
I don't care.
Yeah. I will say that this puzzle does not require a mage. Okay, so you're not stymied here. It has nothing to do with casting a spell.
There was nothing else in that bookshelf.
It wasn't a shelf. It was just a book stand that was
Oh.
in the middle of the room with the book
Okay.
opened in it.
There's
On it.
only one in there, huh?
This is the only book that was in there.
Well, we have a book now, and we have a staff. Maybe we keep getting things, and things keep unfreezing, so maybe we should go to another floor now and see
just
what's
keep checking
different.
everything.
Okay, so trial and error. Again, having the staff and having the book doesn't seem to make any difference on any other floor. Also, if someone leaves this floor and you leave someone behind, it's still normal. It's not frozen. Like this floor is unlocked, but everything else is still locked.
Is there any other place we haven't looked in that we haven't checked?
Other than
We
and
can
I'm not
access.
going to tell you what. Yeah, anything you can access, you have explored.
Okay. Well,
what did the lady statue do before when I touched it?
The angry ghost came after you.
Well, that was when I attacked it, but didn't something happen when I touched it? Because I think I touched it first, right?
Yeah. Which is what woke it up.
Okay. I mean, we can ask the skeleton what the spellbook and staff is still, the spirit dude.
yeah.
That's like the only thing I could think of. He's like the only thing that we can interact with right now, other than the evil ghost and.
Okay. So I'm gonna cut ahead. We'll assume that you make the charisma rolls because you made it before time re-rolled. Do the same thing. You talk to him. You take his body so that he can see more of the place because he's going stir crazy, being stuck to the same 10 by 10 location. He does recognize the staff, the Grand Vizier's staff. He says.
Okay. What about the book?
It's not. I mean, he knows of books, but the specific book doesn't mean anything to him.
What about the H column?
He's never been in that room.
What does the staff do?
Make me a luck check.
Luck check. Okay. Is that just a regular
D100? Say high or low.
Oh, high.
Okay. We'll take the first one, which is as high as you can get. Oh, yes, he performed miracles with that one. To be honest, I believe the vizier himself was quite a lazy man. He would often, if he were deep in his studies, he would summon food from the kitchen with the staff, or he would summon a girl from the harems as was needed. He would summon his horse when he didn't feel like walking to the stables. It was quite the a few times he's used it to perform jests upon people. I was the unfortunate result of one of those, as he depants me while I was giving formal introduction to a gentry in my lord's main chambers.
So it's the summoning thing? He can summon things with it?
That's what he's done with it. At least in my presence, it may be able to do other things, of course, but that's what I've seen.
Summoning. Okay. Does that if we summon something, does that sound like anything we would want to do?
Yeah, I mean,
It brings stuff to us. It doesn't take us anywhere.
yeah.
Unless we could go somewhere holding it, but that means only one of us would go. It's not the whole group. I wonder if I could hold it and send somebody else somewhere. Or if, it could be summoning and it could be sending too.
We can try it.
So, what do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast detect magic on it. It'll tell me what type of magic, right? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a detect.
Actually, I
magic
don't.
spell.
I think detect only gives you the barest. You need identify to get specifics. But yeah, it'll give you
Specifics, huh?
something. Yeah, it'll give you
Okay.
something though.
Let's do that. I'll cast a detect magic on it.
Sure. I think there's a roll I think you need for that. No, okay,
Oh.
so no, you're good. Yeah, I mean it's okay, so it is a teleportation magic. That's what the rod, or that's what the staff does.
Okay. Is it all the time, or charges, or what?
You will not figure that out by detect magic.
Oh.
That requires identify.
Okay, well, it works, or it worked at one time, and he thought it was valuable. Okay, so a rod of what? Teleportation?
Well, it uses teleporting magics.
Okay,
Again,
I don't
detect
know.
magic will not give you the specifics about how it works.
I would say staff of summoning. I don't know, but we can.
Maybe-
Yeah, like you said, if you want to take.
Can you summon the minaret? If like you're looking at the minaret that we can't move, maybe you can summon it from somewhere where it can move to
Oh,
you.
yeah, we could try that.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
Okay. Well, Dumby, you want to do it? Or does
Bill?
first edition have that thing with dwarves that they can't use stuff right away?
Typically, yeah, dwarves have an issue with some magic items, but this one is not.
Does
Just tell
anybody
me,
mind
just
if
tell
I
me
try
what
it?
you want to do. Yeah.
All right, I'll try it. I will summon the minaret. I will get a picture of the minaret in my mind, or look at it, or whatever I got to do.
Okay.
Mhm.
You summon the minaret. It appears in your hand, unmoving. So you summon it. It's in your hand. It's stuck in the air.
All right. Can you tell if that still has charges in it?
Can't tell.
Oh, we don't have a way to go back unless we do the hourglass. So we can't, because my other thought was, oh, let's just take the staff back to the thing and summon the minaret into the spot, but I don't know, we haven't tried to flip the hourglass yet.
Can
So
someone
again-
stay in there and turn it and then turn it back? Like when we went backwards, was it in fast forward kind of, or was it in
fast
real
reverse.
time?
It was fast reverse. Yeah. So you can't, once you've turned it, it goes.
We
Yeah,
can't
just
pick
so
a
we could
channel.
hold on to it and then turn it, like hold
Yeah.
it, just count like to 3 and then turn it back.
So you guys are all here where you picked up the spirit in the body. And the minaret is there, but it's kind of just time locked in the air about where Talina's hand was.
So, okay.
Are we underground or something?
As far as you can tell, you're in a tower of some sort. You've not passed a window. You have no idea what's outside of the structure.
What is it? What kind of building is it?
Stone. Again, you haven't passed any way in or out. Like if you climb the stairs, it's an endless loop. You just keep passing the same four floors over and over and over.
Yeah.
You know what?
Do you have stone shape or anything?
Yeah, I was going to say I've got stone shape. That's what I was thinking. I'm going to go to some kind of outer wall. Look for an outer wall.
Okay.
What about one of the doors we haven't been able to go through?
I have
Shape
warped wood.
Well, yeah, but if it's stone on the side, maybe you could just make an entry on the outside edge of the door.
This is true.
Or make it large enough that the door just falls off its hinges.
You want to do some experimentation?
Yeah, let's do some experimentation.
So here's what it gives you. Just mark off the spells as if you had cast them. 1, warp wood, etc. on the doors does not work. It's just the wood does not respond to it at all. Stone shape, let me give you an example. Let's say you do it on this wall right here. Creates a hole in the wall that you can see your back end as if you were looking through a hole on the opposite side of the wall. So Talina casts stone shape to open a hole in the wall, and you're looking at your back end from the wall behind you.
Okay.
I turn around.
But it's just like a mirror. It's not an actual hole there.
No. If you reach through, you can pat your own behind.
Oh.
Well, if you could reach that far, you could.
So if we step through, we're just stepping back into the same room we're
exactly.
Okay, then I want to check for cellulite. Talina's looking for cellulite. No, we're good. Okay.
I just don't think I can actually say any of the comments I was thinking of.
I think we should put the staff in the hole and flip the hourglass and see what happens at this point.
Staff in the hole.
As much as I don't want to reset everything, if this doesn't work, I don't know.
Well, if it does, we know that I can take my armor off and squeeze through, and then I can help with the fight.
And we just push the armor through the hole after you take it off, so you have all your armor.
Yep.
So you want to go back up to the room, and you want to put the staff in the hole on the ground, and then you want to turn the hourglass.
Yeah.
Okay. Everything reverses. You find yourself back in that original minaret chamber. The staff is laying next to you.
Oh! The original minaret chamber, like before we stepped in the teleporter.
So that's the room with only the one lit corridor. That room, just like it's been every time. The only difference is
the staff.
You have the staff, and when you reversed everything, the whole combat with the djinn, it just did not happen.
Okay.
But we have the staff.
But you have the staff.
All right. So
and the book. The book is inside the bag.
Okay. Yeah. So y'all have your spells and your HP back, and I think we should try to summon the minaret into the spot in the thing with the staff.
Okay, I'm game.
So you want to go back to the H room, and you.
Hey, did we get that charge back from the staff?
Yeah, probably it went back in time.
You have no idea.
Yeah.
Because you don't have identify. You have no idea.
I know. Yeah. I'm just reminding you subtly. Subtly reminding you.
All right. When you go back through again, the minaret is still on the pillow, as if you had never summoned it into the one room, and you still can't move it. You go all the way up to the top floor where the H is.
No, I mean, don't go in the teleporter, because we came back to the teleporter room with the staff, right? I want to go back to where all the other minarets are and have us try to summon the minaret into the spot.
Nothing happens.
Damn it. Okay. All right. Let's go through again. Let's Groundhog Day this.
Okay. You go back through. The minaret is laying on the pillow. Everything is as if, everything is reset except for the fact that you have the staff and you have the book in the bag still.
Wait, can we send Dunby in with the staff to see if the Ifrit's there and be like, I got the staff, stupid. Oh God. Um.
Oh.
Okay,
Which
so we
you would
have
have
the
to fight
staff
the
and the
mummy
book.
again.
Oh yeah. Well, we used the oil and we have
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
back.
yeah, we can do that. That's no
Um,
problem.
All right, so you're gonna totally Groundhog Day it. If you want to check, there's no Ifrit this time. So the mummy is there. You burn it to ashes again, but no Ifrit this time.
Okay.
Does the minaret move off the pillow?
No.
Okay. So we have the book and the staff. Aren't we supposed to find like a gem or something?
No, you have the 3 gems.
Oh, okay, okay. Uh,
Actually, no, you don't. The 3 gems were stolen. That's right.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I like how we say Groundhog Day. I can just see us sitting down with the mummy talking to him. So Bert, how did you get here? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, do we want to try to talk to the girl ghost?
We have time
Yeah.
to talk to anybody, apparently.
I mean, we have the staff and the book this time around. Maybe she'll react differently if we have that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What do you want to do?
Let's
Say
do
the summon did not work.
When you were back in the hub chamber, so let me move you to the map so you understand what I'm saying. So when you were back here,
Right. I knew it didn't work there,
it
but
did
when we
not
went to
work
the ancient
there.
room.
well, you didn't say you tried it. So are you trying that?
Let's try
I
it.
think we should, because if everything moves in here, that means the minaret, if it can be summoned in here, it should move as well.
You are able to summon
Oh.
it, and it moves. You have it in your hand, whoever did the summoning.
Oh my
Ah.
god. Oh my god.
Nice.
Okay.
All right.
Hourglass.
And then you turn the
Oh.
hourglass. Everything reverses except for the summoning of the minaret. And then you're back in that central chamber, and you have the staff, and you have the minaret.
And
So
the
if we
book.
got this, we
And
can
the
just
book.
leave, right?
Yeah,
Finally.
we're back. We have the minaret, and we're in the minaret area again. So go back and drop the
Right.
minaret.
So
in.
yeah, you're missing. Yeah, it's missing just the one minaret on the miniature of Martek's tomb.
Mhm.
So when you go back and you put it in, give me a second.
What'd the tapestry show about the tomb again? It just
It just showed an outside image of the tomb with all the
Okay.
minarets in place.
All right.
That's all. Nothing extra.
And we still have the staff and the book.
You still have the
Yes.
staff, and you still have the book.
Okay.
Okay. So who places the minaret?
I'll do it.
I say I'll
Okay.
do it if no one else is.
You step forward, you place the last minaret in. All the hallways go dark now, and then the pedestal that the miniature of the tomb is on begins to get brighter and brighter and brighter. And it seems to be getting bigger and larger. No, you're getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and you're pulled in to the miniature of Martek's tomb. Yep. And from there,
And there is a minaret in there, right?
I'm sorry, what?
There's a minaret in there.
No, I mean, like, you guys are shrunk, and you're like pulled into the miniature of the tomb that you've just put all the minarets on.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, there we go. So there, it's, in other words, it's not a miniature of the tomb. It actually is the tomb, and you've been shrunk to the size that you can now interact with it. You're pulled into it. Let me.
Okay.
Should I tell you what? That's a good place to end it. We're just a few minutes till time. So yeah, you finally figured it out. You have activated Martek's tomb, and have you been pulled into the tomb, which is the final stage of this module. So there we go. That took some time. I get the idea that you guys probably did do the whole Groundhog Day like so many times.
Yeah, I got tired of it.
You
Over
went
and
back,
over.
you fought the woman a few times, a few of you died, you went back, and everyone's resurrected again, and you even had tea with her one time. She tells you this tragic backstory, so this just kept going on and
Yeah.
on and on and on.
I mean, you think
Until you
about
got
it, D&D wise, we're just guys in D&D. There's no scholars here. There's no wizards. There's no great
Mm,
paladins. We're a bunch of working guys. We're mercs, or you know.
yep. Yeah, so everybody was shrunk and pulled into what was actually the true temple that you had mistaken for just a
Nice.
model. So there we go. We'll end it there. Dion, what do you got going on this week?
Well, when I'm not playing TTRPGs with all my super cool awesome friends like you guys, you can find me on my channel on Twitch at Substances Used, where I play a lot of GTA 5 roleplay, and I do a lot of retro gaming on the weekends. I recently won an award in the RP server I'm in for the best voice, because apparently when you talk like this and pretend to be a 60-year-old retired woman, it's funny. So that
It
happens.
is.
But otherwise, if you want to see what type of shenanigans I get on, I don't save the GTA 5 streams due to fear of DMCA shit. So come see it live and see what happens.
That is a smart thing to do. Oak, you got another game after this one?
Yes, sir. After this one, got some 5e, and then the DM that's running this one has a game Friday nights, midnight that I stream, and then I run my Grimdark Homebrew midnight Central Time on Saturday nights.
Nice. Bill, anything going on for the Frogs?
Yep. Return to Lost City Baracus tomorrow. I'm running that. I'm gonna be running at some point a play test of the new Swords and Wizardry rule set on Fantasy Grounds, and I've got a Dwaro Deep campaign running.
Nice.
Yeah.
When's your next game? You're not recording it yet, are you?
No. I'm thinking either Saturday or Sunday. We haven't set it in stone yet.
Okay, nice. Jeff, anything to announce yet, Jeff?
We're yeah, really. We're wrapping up the stretch goal. We did a stretch goal of one of the main adventures for Dicey Tales from the first Dicey Tales book, and we added a bunch of content to it and maps, and Peter did some art, and that'll be our first stretch goal, our only stretch goal, and hopefully that'll be done within the next month, I hope.
Okay, and just to reiterate that the Kickstarter hasn't started yet. What Jeff's done here is he's made a stretch goal, and we just wanted to make sure it was done and complete before the Kickstarter goes out. So anyone that is interested in backing the Kickstarter for Dicey Tales Second Edition, everything is done. There will be no waiting. It's going to be PDF and coupons for Drive-Thru RPG if you want to get a nice hardback or softback copy of it. The stretch goal is going to be a PDF only. So it's done, guys. There is no waiting endless amounts of time to receive your Kickstarter rewards from this one when it goes live. So we'll let you know when it does.
Nice.
Until then, find us at all the social media sites. We are bluemagic.com, BLUMAGIK. 13 years worth of podcasting goodness of all kinds of games there. And you can find all the links to the YouTube channel, to the Twitch channel here, to the Discord, where feel free to come by, chat, and maybe get in on a game or two. But yeah, good game, guys. Puzzles. It's part of classic Dungeons and Dragons.
Yep.
Yeah, it wasn't
the
all
perfect thing for meatheads that just drink and beat things.
It's not all kicking down doors. It's
See what happens when you don't read the module behind the DM's back?
I know. It's horrible. Horrible. All right, guys. Anybody to raid tonight? You got anybody you want to throw in on there, Dion? I don't think we got
Art Hard Studios, or did they not stream tonight?
No, I'm still showing them online.
Yeah, looks like they're online.
Yeah.
They're online. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and let's do a raid for those of you that are still sticking around with us for a little bit. We are going to raid Art Hard Studios.
They are doing Weed D&D in the world of Gongjaria, a homebrew campaign that has been a couple years in the making, I think, and they're finally doing it. And it's a really cool group of people. So the DM and a couple of the players have popped into my streams and said hi. They're all really cool people, and we
Let's
just
go
all
on a
work
raid then.
Yeah.
Say goodnight,
Yeah, they
everybody.
raided
and
me
we'll
one night.
flip
Good
on
night,
over.
everybody.
Night.
Not everyone.
There we go.
All right. What is a raid? What did we just do?
We flipped over to someone else's channel, bringing the viewers that we had on there. It's mostly just us, but a couple of other people on with us, so that they get a little bump in viewership, which just helps folks all around.
No, okay.
So there we go. Yeah, I don't know.